What makes the movie-going experience memorable? For some, it's that classic taste of freshly popped popcorn, or the anticipation of a big, new blockbuster release. But for me, the answer is simple. It's those wacky pre-movie ads that play right before the movie, but after the trailers.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down.
You see, the only thing more attractive than the feature film itself are those weird ads that play right before them. I just find them unforgettable. You have this vibrant one from AMC, or even a wacky roller coaster ride from Regal. But for me, these all pale in comparison to the majesty of Cinemark's pre-movie ads.
Anyway, sci-fi movies, they never win any awards.
This one will. I heard the aliens look exactly like
Pepperoni pizza?
You see, me and my buddies are always baffled at just how bizarre these advertisements can get. Out of all the major movie theater chains, Cinemark's pre-movie ads have always left us either scratching our heads and awkwardly laughing along, or just downright angry and annoyed. One great example is Taste the Feelin', a very catchy but downright unlikable a cappella tune about tasting the feeling of how great it is to see a movie. And I think this is the last thing audiences want to see before they sit down and watch 12 Years a Slave or Argo. In fact, people dislike this ad so much, there was even a Change.org petition to remove it from Cinemark theaters entirely, which tallied up a total of 51 supporters. And of course, no one could forget the latest and greatest Cinemark pre-movie ad, Food Flow. And yes, that is the actual title of this advertisement. The thing about this near-perfect ad is just how long it stayed in theaters. For most of 2018 and over half of 2019, this ad was guaranteed to start before every movie at every Cinemark location in the United States. And me and my friends absolutely could not get enough of it. Not only did we start quoting the ad entirely from memory, but we even randomly came across the lead actress who stars in the ad, Vivian Gamil, on YouTube.
Wow, that's a hot dog.
It seems like all these pre-movie ads that show in Cinemark theaters leave some sort of weird, bizarre impression on people. At least, I know that's the impression it gave on me and my friends all the time. That is, except for one ad in particular. And it's the one Cinemark doesn't want you to see. You see, these ads are notorious for either staying on screen for way too long, or not long enough. And one ad in particular had escaped our minds for years, and we've been looking for it ever since. It all started on New Year's Eve, 2018. Me, one of my good friends, and his girlfriend were all hanging out, playing Smash Ultimate, just like you do on a normal night, when we started talking about that one ad we remember from Cinemark, years ago. We all didn't remember much about it. All we knew is that it featured a young couple having a date night at Cinemark. But we all distinctly remember one very specific shot, where you could clearly see the contact lens of one of the actresses in a very extreme close-up shot. And we just found this so interesting. What made this more fascinating is that nobody else we talked to seemed to remember this ad at all. It was as if we were the only 3 people on Earth who knew about this ad's existence. And that night, we were determined to find it. We started scouring YouTube for any trace of the video, hoping it would be an easy find. It wasn't. Not a single person on the internet seemed to have a video uploaded. We watched hundreds of promo videos for all the major theater distributors in the United States, and we still couldn't find the girl with the contact lens. The closest ad we could find was this one from Carmike Cinemas, which also featured a young couple going on a date night. This video was brought to our attention many times, but it wasn't quite the one we were looking for. Refusing to give up, we took our investigation one step further and started emailing all the people and all the corporations we knew to be involved with the ad. We reached out to Coca-Cola's ad department, Cinemark's ad department, and even NCM's ad department. But none of them were able to help us. Desperate for answers, we drove to Dutch Bros on that cold New Year's Eve night to refuel and recollect ourselves. While I was in the backseat messaging every single girl on our group Tinder account, trying to see if any random stranger just happened to remember this obscure ad from years ago. To no one's surprise, Tinder didn't hold the answer. All we got were girls saying they didn't even remember such an ad. Even the barista at Dutch Bros didn't remember it. The search halted for the indefinite future. Our hopes and dreams of once again seeing the girl with the contact lens vanished. But then, something magical happened. I was buying tickets for the latest new movie on Cinemark.com, just like any other Thursday afternoon, and that's when I came across a listing to join the Chairman's Advisory Board, or CAB. This was it. This was how I was going to uncover the ad we've been searching for all this time. I promptly submitted an application, gave an interview, and I was in. The next thing I knew, I was flying down to Plano, Texas, where the Cinemark headquarters is, and met with some of the higher-ups in the company, as well as the other cab members. I knew this was my last chance to get my hands on that holy grail of advertising. Over the course of a few meetings, I got an email address. I knew I'd done it. This had to be it. This person would see my involvement with the company and would surely just reply with a video, and that would be it. That would end this multi-year search. I was certain. 1 week passed, then another. Before I knew it, it had been a whole month, and I had heard nothing back. My world was crushed. This was my last chance, or so I thought. I'd forgotten one other point of contact within the company, the person who essentially runs the cab and attends every meeting. For the sake of privacy, I'll refer to this person as The Rock. In a Hail Mary attempt, I shot The Rock an email. 1 week passed. This was my last possible attempt at seeing this coveted advertisement. Another week passed. And then, when all hope was lost, and the day seemed its darkest,
But the strong-willed can say, "No way, pocket screen. See you later." Tonight, we're here for something better. Right now is for Coca-Cola, popcorn, and this movie that's about to start on this movie-sized screen that was made for movies.
The Rock came through, and the search for the girl with the contact lens was over.